As you know, guys, BitGet has the largest copy trading platform in the world with more than 27,000 master traders helping copy traders like you and I make lots of money. Up to date, BitGet has more than 1 million followers, with the master traders themselves making about $1 billion in income and the copy traders making about $1.5 billion in income as well. And so today, it is my absolute pleasure to be introducing you the managing director for BitGet, Gracy Chen.
Hello.
Right, so good to have you.
Fantastic intro.
Wonderful, fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. Really happy to have you here.
Thank you. Very happy to be invited to your podcast as well, to your interview as well. Actually, I'm wondering, how many of your followers or how many of your of the people who are watching this really know copy trade? I think not all of the users can use this tool professionally regarding how to use copy trade and how to choose a good trader. So we're also very happy to have you, our long-term partner, Han-Doi Kim, to join this interview. And I know you are a senior user of the copy trade, so we want to hear your voice out. You are an influencer at TikTok and YouTube, and I know you focus on the crypto-centric content. And by the way, everyone, you can subscribe to his channel. We really love Han-Doi. Yeah, so maybe before we dive into copy trade, can you please tell us a bit more about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be my pleasure. So yeah, I started off in TikTok. I loved creating content around personal finance. And of course, at the time, crypto was pretty hot. And I felt that that was a space that really needed more guidance for people to actually be directed more towards research rather than just aping into things. And you know, the cryptocurrency industry has so many new products and new technologies that are coming out. The blockchain technology in general is just a fantastic technology to be useful for so many use cases in our daily lives. So one of the greatest things I think this bull market has caused a lot of people to enjoy is I guess, you know, the extra features that has come onto the exchanges. And so that's basically how I started into creating cryptocurrency. My day trade during the day, I'm actually a commercial property specialist. So investment is in my blood, and this is what I love to do. If there's an opportunity for us to make money through hard work, through good research, through knowledgeable direction, then that is definitely my mojo. So that's how I got started, and it's been an amazing journey ever since, and I'm sure it will continually be an amazing journey into the future and to the moon.
To the moon.
To the moon.
So Han-Doi, tell me, when did you start using copy trade, and what prompts you to start using copy trade?
Yeah, right. So copy trading is a really interesting platform. Copy trading, I started to look into further, especially on BitGet, as soon as the market turned from bull to bear. So the reason why copy trading is helpful, or it could be helpful for yourself, and definitely has been for myself, is that when hodling stops to work, right, is when the trading starts to work. So of course, if you want to take on that strategy, you want to make sure that you know what you're doing, and that you have a very good metric and a decision, which could then become a very rational decision, so that you're not just trading out of your emotions. I believe the best traders in cryptocurrency are not the people that are not the people that are the smartest or the geniuses, but the people who are able to take emotion out of their trades. So and you know, learning experience society, emotional is another area that we all need to control. Now, the thing about copy trade is that you can actually see how well the master traders or principal traders, you know, those are the two words I like to refer to them as, the guys that we can follow the trades. We can see how well they've been trading in the past. The metrics, the historical returns, the open and the closing of the positions, the expansion and the growth of their seed fund is available so transparently. And that's when I realized, hey, if I could make a decision on the right person that I could follow, and even diversify my risk within the set of people that we can follow, then hey, we've got something really powerful here. Not everybody, I understand, life is hard. Life is really hard. We have families, we have friends, we have lives, we have businesses and probably workplaces that we need to go to. So it's not always available for us, the time to be able to keep an eye on the charts and always be worrying about these things, you know. So I think in that sense, copy trading has become enormously powerful for at least for me, because it does then free up some more time so that I can share with you guys the amazing, the most fanciest and the most profitable things that I found in crypto, whilst you can actually think about diversifying some of your trading strategies into copy trade as well. So that's what I find so intriguing about copy trades.
And I know you're using this platform a lot as well. So
Correct.
And there are so many traders that you can follow on BitGet. So regarding how to pick up a decent trader, would you like to share some of your particular experience with us?
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be my pleasure. So you have to really, you know, decide, is this guy just really, really lucky, or is this guy really, really good at what he does? So you have to look at his past or her past historical returns on all the open and the closing of the positions. And looking through that, it tells a story. Look, I used to trade myself. I used to trade, you know, futures myself, and I still do trade futures myself, right? Not having to rely on copy traders. See, that's a beautiful thing. Just because you're copying a trade doesn't mean you can't trade anything else, you know, at all. You can still do all of those things. And I can sort of relate with the mindset that they would have been in, like what kind of logic went through their head to actually open and close those trades. So you can actually compare how your strategies are also different. And so from there, if you have some experience in futures trading, which if you come to my channel, you would know that I try to teach how to then read charts, identify support and resistance, looking at RSIs, using Fibonacci retracements, and those are the bread and butter of futures trading, which these copy traders are very good at following. So, there are the traders that are good at following, there are traders that are not good at following that, but we want to find those traders that are good at following that and following that to the T, and being very rational, is able to cut the losses, right? I'm not talking about always winning, right? You can't always win, but identifying those traders from the historical opens and closing of the trades, I think is enormously powerful. And what you can also do is you can also follow it with small amounts of money and see how they're tracking along over the next couple of days or for about a week or so with small amounts of money. And then you can go, through the live timeline, you can see when they're opening and when they're closing. And from there, you can then identify, these guys are good, or these guys, have a little bit more work to do. So that then helps you to then make better decisions and refine them. I think there is an art to copying trade as well. Copy trade doesn't mean you just push a button and then you go, yep, I'm all good. Oh, everybody go home and we're just gonna watch money getting printed. But it's actually more than that. And so I think combining all of those factors together, copy trading is great, and there are definitely ways to find the better traders, the decent traders out of the rest.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree that copy trade is just a tool that to help you earn money and also along the way educate yourself. Learning is a lifelong journey that
Absolutely.
Nobody should just sit there and wait for money to be printed out.
Exactly right.
So what kind of user is suitable for copy trade? And for those who only started their journey, their copy trade journey very soon, what are the suggestions that you have for them? Any tips?
Right. Copy trading is for people who is beginning out in cryptocurrency. And copy trading is for people who have amounts of money that they could risk, right? It doesn't have to be a lot. It shouldn't be too small either, but has a decent amount of money that they are able to risk. And copy trading is for people who understand futures trading to a certain degree. So if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to do futures trading, go and learn the small basics out of that and then start copy trading as well. And most importantly, it's for people who are too busy to day trade. It's and for people who are also in so much love with cryptocurrencies that even in the bear market, they must make some trades, that they must do the trading activity so that they can actually lock in some profits on the way down as well. Copy trading is for them. So it's for a lot of different types of people, but it's also for very, very advanced traders as well. So don't let your money sleep. You know, it's if you can find the right traders, then it can be very, very profitable. And I think it's also for those profit seekers as well, because it can be extremely lucrative, like very, very, very lucrative. And one of the features I love about BitGet's copy trading platform is that there is a section called follower section. And then if you click on that, you can see all the followers that are following them and exactly how much volume that they've traded with that copy trader, and also how much money they've actually made since they follow that that trader as well. So there is definitely massive potential when you're not trading. So I think those are the types of people that copy trading is for. So I mean, that's just a really complicated way of saying that I think everyone should give it a go. Anyone in crypto should at least consider copy trading once, right? And look a bit deeper into it than just, hey, this guy has a big number, let's press follow, see what happens. It's a little bit more than that, and I would like you to dive into it a little bit more than that. But it's for those people there.
You mentioned the amount of money that should be put into copy trade, or you suggest to be put into copy trade, shouldn't be too much or shouldn't be too little. Is there a range if we want to put a number on it?
Sure. I think it depends on the trader that you follow. Some traders actually activate so many trades in a particular day. And if your minimum margin trade is $10, and that is like the minimum that BitGet allows. If they open 12 trades a day, that means in margin alone, you have to use up to, if it's $10, that's like $120. And then plus if there's any drawdowns, let's say it goes down negative 300% across all the positions or something, that's another $360 down. So you've got you need to have at least $1,000 to have 36% or 40% drawdown, which I would say is reasonably risky as well. But so in having said that, I have seen a lot of traders that actually trade quite a lot. So just to be safe, I would say about 5K is quite suitable. If you must, 3K. If you must jump into it and you don't have enough money, just get down to 3K. As to the too much of it, like I don't think there really is an upper limit. The upper limit is up to you. It depends on how much money you have in your bank account, how much money you can afford to lose. Everything carries risk. One of these traders can, all of a sudden, have a bad day, and that's just with everybody, and you can't control that. And so for those areas, you need to then identify the risk and be able to weather these risks with the amount of money that you have. The last thing you want is a full liquidation. So in futures, liquidations do happen, and so you don't want to be setting up sizes too large. You don't want to have the margin sizes too large for your account. So it's visible in the copy traders that you'll follow. If you look at the metrics itself, you'll see that some of those accounts actually have quite a lot of money. Their daily returns are in excess of 3 figures in percentages, right? 100+%. But their like daily income is only like $100 and $150. Like, so it goes up little bit by little bit by little bit. So it depends on how much risk you want to undertake. One of the interesting things that you find as well is that some traders have their own P&L, right? So the copy trader P&L, but then the follower P&L is much greater than the master trader P&L. Those are type of traders that where the followers actually take a bigger risk than the master traders themselves. So that's extremely interesting to see that the followers actually have more faith in the trades that the master traders are making. But you may need to check yourself because are you doing it because of the numbers, or are you doing it because you're just like emotionally invested into this particular trader? So I think the upper limit doesn't really exist, but I think the larger the size of your fund, I would be looking towards reducing your risk as well to protect that large amounts of money. But again, it's hard to say because same could be said about large account and say, look, just double down, just go for more. But also it depends what that large amount of money is in percentage to how much money you've got in your pocket. It's yourself, like in the bank account. So if you're like a millionaire, 50 grand is just 5%, right? But if you have 60 grand in your bank account, 50 grand is like almost 80% of your money. So I would be very, very cautious about what I would say as to the upper amount or the lower amount should be. But I think at the bare minimum 3 to 5K USDT, right, in futures, I think is pretty good. Start with one. Obviously, look at how many trades the traders are activating every day, and just do the math before you press follow. And I think you should be going on a good trajectory. If you have less than that, go and try and find traders that only trade a couple of trades a day. Okay, small trades, small number of trades a day. Okay, and set a manageable margin on that one. Set stop losses, and away you go as well. There's no real rule against it, but that will be my suggestion for those of you. A lot of the traders I also find on BitGet, they love to average down, or they'll average up on a short position. And so having enough seed fund is actually, enough margin, I should rather say, is extremely important to actually maintain your account size as well as its growth.
What do you think BitGet stands out? And what is the biggest advantage of this platform, in your opinion?
You've chosen this time, okay, to expand your business, expand your company. And I just want to know, why is this a good time for it right now?
So we know that the crypto market is in a bear market right now, and the overall market sentiment is quite pessimistic. So how do you find profitable opportunities in such a market?